Sorry, one second, I'll just open it again. Now,
Yes, ma'am.
shall we start again, please?
Yes, ma'am.
So for we were seeing about today on with looping. Okay. So as you know that for any conditional checking, we go in for this if statement. And in if statement, you have various categories like simple if else, nested if else, and else if ladder. Okay. So out of which we have seen first three categories, if I'm not wrong, we have completed with this as far as yesterday's class is concerned. And we will see else if, switch case, go to, and then we will proceed on to looping. Okay. So I'll just go directly to okay, to the else if ladder. Okay. I think this is what we have to see today, right? I hope everyone is clear with nested if else. Yeah. Is that
Yes,
you
ma'am.
guys clear?
Yes,
We
ma'am.
just worked on with some uh, a simple program also for finding the largest of three values, right? So now we will switch over to else if ladder. So if you have multi-path decision, okay, as you can see in the I mean the picture or the diagram flowchart that I've given here, you can see there is a multi-path decision. Okay, so in this, it's generally evaluation starts from top to bottom. So if a condition is satisfied, you will give an output. If not, you just go with checking else if, else if, else if, else if. Okay. So as you can see, right, if I have a set of students mark, right, and if the mark is greater than 79, you just print that to be distinction. If the condition is false, as I'm saying here, okay, for my condition one is to check my mark whether it is greater than 79, that is 80 and above is considered to be distinction. In that case, if I have got 82 mark, the condition one is true and hence it will print a distinction and it will come to the end of the statement. If my mark is somewhere around 65, in that case, condition one will fail. False means it will go and check for the next condition. In next condition, you will be having else if mark is greater than 60 and mark less than or equal to 79. You can have the combinations of condition check also. Okay. So in that case, if it is true means you will print that to be first class, or else you will again go for a condition check of else if. Else if the mark is greater than 50 and the mark is less than 59, you will be having that to come under the category of grade 2, that is second class. Okay, so you will print what you print over here as second class and then you try to complete. Else, okay, you just go and check for your final condition. The final condition will have else. Okay, the beginning starting condition will have if with the condition check, and you have else if, else if, else if, else if, and finally you will have only one else. Else you have to print default statement to be false. Okay, that is to fail. The student has been failed. Okay, so that is how you will have this multi-path decision making with the use of else if ladder. Okay, so when the condition is true, it evaluates the corresponding statement. If it is false, means the control is being transferred to the next statement of else if. Okay, that is how you keep on doing the rest of the else if ladder. Okay, did you all get the concept what I'm trying to convey? Yes? Yes or no? Guys, am I connected?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you got the concept. Shall I proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. So here is an example of this else if ladder. So here what they are doing is they are getting a number and checking whether the number is greater than it's positive, negative, or it is zero. Okay. So they have the first condition. If the number you have entered is greater than zero means they are printing the given number to be positive. Else, if the number is less than zero, you print that to be negative. Else, you print that to be uh, zero. Okay, so like this you can do it with the help of else if ladder. Okay, okay, before we go to the switch statement, we will see a small program with the mark itself. Is that fine? I'll just share an online compiler and then execute for finding the mark or what category the student belongs to. Okay, grade of student. Okay, we are going to print the grade of the student. For that, I need to get the marks. So I declare to the int marks for getting it. Okay. As we move on, we will just see. Okay. So now I'm going to get the. Are you able to view my tab, right? Printf.
No, ma'am.
No,
Oh,
ma'am.
okay. It's not sharing. Sorry. Is it now visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma. I'm getting the student mark. So after I get mark, I'm checking with the condition. If mark is greater than 17 because 80 and above is considered to be distinction. Okay, so if that is to be the case, I just printf distinction. Okay, else if mark is going to be between 60 and 79. Okay, that is considered to be first class, right? So if mark is greater than 60 and mark is less than equal to 17 up to 79. Okay, that is to be the case. I'll print as to be first class. Okay, else if for second class, what is the criteria that you have to give? Mark greater than 50 and mark is going to be less than equal to 59. Hi, what's going over there? Who's watching Cartoon Network over there? Hello, Aditya Singh. Aditya, I think better you can share your screen so that we also will have some entertainment in between, Aditya.
I'm so sorry, ma'am. Ma'am, it opens by
Okay, you
mistake.
share your screen. We also will have some 5 minutes break from this boring PPS. Even I wish to see. Just share your
My
screen.
sister was watching TikTok. Ma'am, I wasn't.
What is your sister studying?
Ma'am, my sister right now is using Instagram.
No, no. What is she is a school going student or working?
She's working.
Oh, elder sister, very yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Please say
I'm
her
so
to.
sorry. It opens by mistake.
Hmm. put yourself in mute and try to listen, not your sister's Instagram or something. Be in the
Ma'am,
class.
actually, I was seriously listening to you, ma'am.
And you give me an echo voice from background voice for my programming. Huh?
Sorry, ma'am.
Okay. I thought you were watching some Cartoon Network so that I can also see for some time. Okay, let's get back, guys. So if my mark falls under the category of in between 50 and 59, okay, so equal to sign should also be there, I think. Then only you will get it. Okay, so I'll print that to be else if mark is greater than equal to 40 and mark to be less than 49, right? Less than or equal to 49. We will print that to be grade 3. Third class. Final else will be to print fail. Because if none of those category, if his mark is going to be less than 49, because under 50 we consider that to be a fail only. Okay, so a simple program that has been written to get the student mark using else if ladder. So if you could see that the every if will be having its corresponding else. Okay, so for the first if you have an else part. So later for the next consecutive cases you are having your else if ladder. Okay, so if the conditions or checking conditions are going to be more in number, in that case to overcome the demerit of this else if ladder or the complexity of the else if ladder can be reduced by using switch case. Okay, but this concept is mainly to understand else if ladder. Okay, error. Why? Okay, declaration. Again. Uh,
Ma'am, brackets before that range.
okay. Yeah, yes. 22. I think now it will work. Okay. So I'm going to give the mark of the student to be 73. Enter. So 73 means first class. It falls in the category between 60 to 79 and it prints. Okay, are you getting? So the coding is running and as you can see, the student mark alone I'm getting and I'm just printing the grade of the student. Okay, so the condition check with else if ladder we have done. Now what you're going to do is that you are just going to write a program for tariff charges. Okay, that is uh, you give the choice to be like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, uh, Delhi, Bombay, mm, what to say? Delhi, Bombay, Calcutta, and Chennai. 4 options. Okay, and for each option you have some tariff charges like traveling from Bombay to this and this like that. So you will have an else if ladder. So if the choice is going to be 1, you have to print the corresponding charges. Okay, are you getting what I'm talking about? That is, you are going to have a travel plan. So for looking over the places inside Bombay, that is, if you choose your place to be Bombay, so the corresponding cost it should print me some 5,000. So inside Calcutta, if you want to roam and see places, you need to spend the traveling cost to be some 2,000. Like that, you have to write a program using else if ladder. Okay. So you first display the option 1 to be Bombay, 2 to be Delhi, 3 to be Calcutta, and 4 to be Chennai. For each of the places, the tariff charge you fix something. Okay, you get the option from the user. With that option, you're going to using if else. you are going to display me the charge for the corresponding destination. Okay. Guys, respond me.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Responding is not only saying yes. You have to do the program and share your screen to show me. Will you do that? Or feeling sleepy after your lunch? Yes? Hello, someone respond me. Swayam? Sorry. Okay, take that to be homework. Next class, before you come, you have to show me. I'll call you randomly. Did you get my question? What I'm trying to convey? Tariff charges. For LACS places like one for Bombay, it is around some 7,000. To Delhi, about 3,000. Kolkata, Kolkata. No. Kolkata, you have some 1,000. To Chennai, have some 4,000. Use yourself rather to print the tariff charges for a particular place. Guys, can you see the question that I have posted in the chat box?
Yes, ma'am.
So I have
Yes,
given the corresponding places with the charges or the cost incorporated for that place. Okay. So you have to display those four options like Bombay, Delhi, Calcutta, and Chennai alone. No need to say the cost of it. Your work is to display the cost for the corresponding place. So if option equal to 1, then you get inside and print of traveling charges 7,000. Else, if option is equal to 2, the destination you have selected is Delhi and the charges incorporated is 3,000. Like that, you have to print. Just only print a statement checking with the option 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. The final else should have invalid destination or no destination in the plan. Okay.
Ma'am, like we have to print like the charge for Bombay, the charge for trip to Bombay is 7,000.
Yeah,
Something
like
like
that. Yeah, something like that. Just print a statement, but you're going to check with the condition equal to because you get the option as 1, 2, 3, or 4. Okay, that will do. Just like an integer, you get it and check it. You don't need to use character array, all stuffs to make it complex. I just want you to understand the concept of else if ladder. That's it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing.
Okay. Similarly, you can also have do like temperature checking. If the temperature is less than 0, it's very, very cold. If it is going to be 0 to 10, it is cold. 10 to 20, cold out. 20 to 30, warm. Greater than 30 centigrade, hot. So we can have it for various applications. Like you can take that to be also a homework to check with the temperature condition and print the corresponding weather. Okay. Are you all doing the question that I have posted in the chat box?
Yes, ma'am. Writing it.
Okay, okay. Who's going to share me the screen and explain it? Nikhil, Aditya, Soyam, Smith. Who's ready?
Just 1 minute, ma'am.
Okay, fine, Aditya. Because of Aditya's sister, Aditya will become too active today. Very good.
Ma'am done. Alright.
Yes. Share your screen and explain.
Ma'am, I accidentally switched off that tab.
What?
Ma'am,
Aditya?
ma'am, I accidentally switched off that tab. The tab that.
Oh my God. What about the other Aditya who was working vigorously on this?
Sorry, ma'am.
Okay, it's fine, Aditya. It's fine. Aditya, sing.
I'm sharing, ma'am.
I'm done.
Okay, fine. That's fine. It's sharing. I hope others are also doing. If you wish to share, also you can share. It's not only with those guys I'm calling out. If you want, you can also put the code in the chat box so that I will be aware that you are all doing it. Aditya, share your screen and explain.
Ma'am, my code is not working properly.
My God, then I might have started before itself writing in the compiler. You just share it. I will correct it.
Yeah,
Because
ma'am. Sharing.
else I have to start from the beginning to type. I said you not to complicate. You just give the to be int option into OPT and you are going to get the option from the user. Huh? If option equal to 1, just print out the travel charge to Bombay is 7,000. I wanted
Ma'am,
to
mine
make
is
you.
working. Can I share?
Yeah, sure. So you can share it.
Yeah, ma'am. Got it.
Hmm. Good. And I printing the
Wait,
cost.
two. Then
Plan.
it will cost you 3,000.
Did you give the choice to be okay? We would
Okay,
have
one, two,
given
three, four. I will.
two means 3,000. It cost you 3,000 travel for traveling in Delhi. Okay, fine. So you have used else if ladder. You have started with an if condition. If a is equal to 1, the option you are getting, you are storing it in A. And if that is field 1, you will print that to be 7,000. Else if option is equal to 2 means you have to print 3,000. Else if option 3 means you have to fill 5,000. The final thing can be else as such. Okay, it's not
Okay,
required to be else if. Okay, you can also have that. Doesn't mean if for invalid or no cause, you can put it as else printf
okay, ma'am.
wrong option. Else printf wrong option. Like that you can give because the options is out of other than 4 should be given like that. Someone has put something in the chat box.
Can I stop?
Yeah, you can stop sharing. Very good. Hardik. Very good, Hardik. You have also done it. Good. Very good. Okay, I think now everyone is clear with this else if ladder, right? So I'll proceed on to the next thing switch case. Wait, I need to share the PPT. Is my PPT visible to you all?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, fine. So, so far we have seen this else if ladder, nested if else. So we need to keep track of for every if you have given else all stuff over there, and you have to see the inner nested if else are having its corresponding if else all stuff. Okay. So to overcome this complexity, we will be using this switch case statement. Okay. So this is a built-in multi-way decision statement actually. We in C language you have this. So the option can be either integer or a character, whatever you give. If the option is equal to 1, then perform addition. Like that you can give it, right? So the switch, the syntax, if you come to the syntax, you will be very clear with that. Okay. So when switch is executed, the value of that expression will be compared against the input that you have received. Okay. And it goes and execute that block of code. Okay. So first you will see the syntax, then you will be very clear with that. So switch, the variable or expression, this is what you give the option. Whatever option you are collecting, you will just pass it over here. So with that option, it goes and evaluates the corresponding case. Switch case 1. Switch, if the option given is 1, it will go to case 1. If the option given here is to be 3, okay, then it will leave these cases and all and come to option 3. Okay, so you can have n number of cases. Okay, and you have a default case to be something like invalid option, like whichever you want to print, you can give it over here. And every case will have a break. Case 1 should have a break. If it doesn't have a break, automatically it will proceed to case 2 to execute that statement. So case 1 will be executed and consecutively case 2 also will be executed. So you need to take care that for every case there is a break. And depending upon the logic, if you don't want to have a break also, you can write the program without a break, which means that case 1 will also be evaluated and case 2 will also be executed. Okay, that you keep in mind. Okay, so when you go for an expressions like here, so they have given this for arithmetic calculation using switch case. So they're getting two numbers from the user, and if they are going to enter number 1, then it goes to the case of addition, number 2 for subtraction, 3 division. Okay, and you are prompting the user to enter the choice, and you are getting it the choice, and that choice will be given over here. So whatever variable you are using to get the option from the user should be given over here. If you give here to be OPT, okay, so corresponding option should also be declared, and inside the case also you are supposed to give the option whatever you are receiving from them. Okay, so that with that option it goes and checks here. Okay, if my option is going to be A B C D E like this, option A for addition, B for subtraction, C for division, C for multiplication, D for division. If this is to be the case, I am getting the option as a character. Okay. That means I'm trying to say that even a character can be passed as an option to the switch case. Okay. So I'm passing the switch case over here, but here you will have like this. A, B, C and D. Okay. So if at all I just want to give here enter plus for addition, minus for subtraction, star for multiplication, and slash for division. Okay. So in this case, this symbols can also be received from the user with what option? Like character or integer?
Character.
Yes? Very good. So as I am said, you will be getting that to be as a character only. Okay. So when I get this, when I come to the option over here, it should also be given inside single quotes. Okay. I hope you are all getting how to use this switch case. Okay. So depending upon the option, you can give it. If it is to be a character or a symbol, you will be getting it in a char only, and that thing you have to give. So with this option, it will cross verify with the constant variable, whatever you have given over here. Okay, that it will accordingly it will go and execute the corresponding cases. Are you all clear with this? And default, you will have an invalid choice. I hope this program is very clear, right? I don't want to write it or execute it in a compiler. Yes? Or you want me to do it again? Shall we proceed?
Yes,
I will do with the online compiler, maybe grade of the student. One second. I have to check. Okay. So now I'm going to print the grade of the student by using the switch case. Okay. What I'm doing is I'm getting the mark and I'm having an index just because this index can be passed inside the switch case. Okay. I'll just remove this if else part. Okay, I'm getting the mark of the student and I'm just trying to pass the index, which will be a single digit. Okay. So a mark divided by 100 means it will be either 1, 2, 3 or 4 like that. From 10 cases like that we can have. Okay. So now I'm going to have which index because I'm trying to fix the mark because your mark will be in 2 digit or 3 digits. So if you convert it and maximum your mark will be in the option of 1 to 10 and henceforth I have a index over here. So inside this index is the value that I'm passing inside the switched cases. Okay. So I have my case 10. Is it possible? Yes. Respond me. I'm trying to. Bro, you cannot have like this. What will happen now? You are now going to say me whether I'm typing it correctly or not. Is it possible or not? Is what you're going to say. There are errors. I'm typing it with errors wantedly so that you correct it.
And break statement is also required, no?
Which one, ma?
Break statement after each case.
Very good, Aditya. But break is not
If we not use break, it will print
required.
all.
Pardon? Come again.
It
So
will
yeah.
print all, man, if we not use break.
Yeah. As if you could see here, the whole program. Okay. So it comes like this. Okay. And then I go to my case to print. Well, copy paste this. Why am I typing again and again? See, it is not that always case should start from 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Okay. So here I'm making the marks into one of the 10 categories. Okay. Like the mark, the index will be mapped either 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It will be in any one of those things. The index will be from 10 to 1 or 1 to 10. It will be in between those values only. Okay, depending upon the mark you are going to give as an input. If I'm going to give my mark to be 75, in that case, it will divide it and make that to come under the category of 7 or 6. It will, since it's an integer value, it will just convert that to be an integer type. Okay. So here what happens is that if my mark is going to be 80 in that case, once it reaches the switch, it takes the value 8 over here, it will get inside over here. Okay. And print distinction. Okay. If my mark is going to be 92, what will happen? If you could see that 9th case doesn't have any printf in 20th line. Are you seeing my screen? Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.